about having or creating that thing to show for all of the work that has been done, all of the progress that has been put in along the way, right? Now, of course, we have the Gray Empire, right? I guess the Black Empire, I'd consider it the business of the internal sphere. The Gray Empire, there's two grays. There's, the governmental gray, Gray, and you have the money gray, Grey. Now, the governmental gray empire, of course, hey, big shout outs to the governmental gray empire, because we're the ones who are bringing forth this particular video. The governmental gray empire is also, let's just say to some degree is similar to the Black Empire, but the Gray Empire, like, I'll actually know a better way for me to phrase it would be the governmental Gray Empire is similar to the Yellow Empire, right? The Yellow Empire, there's so many different iterations and versions of Zachariah that we're bringing to life. Now, likewise with the governmental Gray Empire, it's about bringing the great, like, as I guess this is a way that I'll explain it, right? A king, as a king, if there is a king, there needs to be a kingdom. If there is an emperor, there needs to be an empire, right? If there is a CEO, business, or or corporation or industry, whichever. The Gray Empire is about those institutions, those different governments, within the context, within the internal sphere, and even for that matter, because what happens in T.I.S. is very important for our other collection of empires, the internal world, the external sphere, and the external world. What we do here in T.I.S. is what's going to impact, again, T.I.W., T.E.S., and T.E.W., right? So even for that matter, the Great Empire, it in terms of directly, has a real stronghold in terms of influence, influence on, like, the institutions, again, the kingdoms, the empires, the democracies, the aristocracies, like those different forms of governments and those different, let's just say, again, institutions being created. Like, they have a huge impact within the internal sphere, but they also set the blueprint for what's to be established within the other collection of empires and kingdoms that we have as well. All right, so I was about to say there's so much. The Gray Empire is literally so much. You could say it's the government of the government or governments of the internal sphere, or in which, funny enough, even with the Gray Empire, it establishes, like, the governments, the processes, the policies, the procedures of all of these entities, including the Gray Empire, right? So, but the governmental Gray Empire, would be like the government or government, so to speak, or the blueprint, whichever, right? Then you have the money Gray Empire. The money Gray Empire, that entity, we have focusing on. It's the focus on understanding. I won't even say it money, just because money, like money, dollars, that's what we use to exchange one thing for another. But even more so, it's on understanding money, and it's also on understanding exchange. That's what and being able to this, this amount of this for this amount of this, that for that, or that's what the that's what the money Gray Empire is all about. It's being able to understand that, and of course, again, through us understanding these different things, we take that knowledge and we apply those to so many different things, and even tying back into the Black Empire, those whatever there may be, something's gonna come to show for it, right? Now we have the Beige and the Brown Empire, right? And those are fun. I created them almost to some degree in a tandem, right? The Beige Empire is focused on provision, being a provider, right? And The Brown Empire is focused on protection, being a protector, right? And those two are very important to me, because even as being whether it be as a king, whether it be as an emperor, whether it be as a champion, whether it be as a CEO, whether it be as a man, whatever, it doesn't matter, whichever of those iterations from the Yellow Empire, right? All of those different iterations, and to some degree, in some capacity, are focused on providing and protecting. All right, that's what it's all about. So the Beige Empire and the Brown Empire are very, very important. Again, provision when it comes to many different things, whether it be physical, whether it be mental, whether it be emotional, whether it be psychological, whatever it is that could be provided, that's what the Beige Empire is focused on. All right, and of course, abundance. Abundance is a huge theme that's going to be present with the Beige Empire. It's also going to be a huge thing that's present with within the Money Gray Empire as well, because that's what we're manifesting. Right now, the Brown Empire, protecting, so learning, or let's just say sharpening our skills when it comes to fighting, right? Being able to work with our hands, work defend ourselves with weapons, defend ourselves with projectiles, things of that particular sort, right? And then, of course, we're coming up on our final two empires left. We have the Pink Empire, in which the Pink Empire is the heart of the internal spirit. I'm gonna let y'all know right now, because the Pink Empire is all about understanding emotions, why we feel what we feel, and even from there, and I'll say understanding why we feel what we feel, what ticks us off, and then also how to control and how to harness it, and how to channel it into something else that serves us better. Right, so that's what the Pink Empire is all about. And last but not least, the Gold Empire is about artistry, right? Which we've seen already. King Big Daddy Drip, trust me, doing a whole bunch of things when it comes to artistry, right? But stuff like learning how to rap, learning how to sing, learning how to play instruments, learning how to DJ, learning how to dance. That's what the Gold Empire is all about, right? But in summary, the Gold Empire is the artistry of the internal spirit, right? The Renaissance of the internal spirit, so to speak, right? Now, coming up on the final bits of the Constitution, right? Who am I? This is a very, very important, another important thing, right? It's let's just say it's just an ingredient in this overall soup that is the Constitution, right? I am Zachariah Trevon White. At the time, I was a 20-year-old. Now I'm a 24-year-old. Faithful and dedicated child of God, supporter of Jesus Christ, promoter of the Holy Spirit. I'm an African American, Dominican American, and Haitian American man from Fort Myers, Florida. And in conclusion, there are many things to come when considering the internal spirit and all of our collection of empires. There will be more additions, more creations to these present constructions. But the main thing to remember is that we are good, and we will spread goodness as far as we can extend our influence. We are greatness, and we will extend that as far as we can too. And we will achieve and attain fulfillment and satisfaction for the internal and the external. In other words, for the internal sphere, the internal world, and the external sphere and the external world. With that being said, of course, I signed off so many different times on that. But let's just say this: whether it be king, emperor, whichever, Zachariah Trevon White does officially approve and sign off on this. All right. But all in all, though, that's going to conclude it for this particular video. All right, the Constitution. I'll have to sit down and figure out when it is that I'll actually make the draft available to you guys, but or not the draft, but like make this available to you guys. I think I'm trying to debate as to whether or not like I'll, you know, post the documents up, and or make a separate video just out, you know, briefly going over this information. But all in all, though, again, the governmental gray empire does thank you all. All of the internal spear thanks you all. And again, our collection of empires thank you all. All right. But y'all make sure that y'all like this video up, share, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, all that noise. And the most important thing, make sure that you stay tuned, stay tapped in, and stay locked in, because the juice over here never stops dripping. All right. All right, now we'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace, be easy, and as always, y'all stay blessed up.